What is up, people? Welcome back to a brand new video of Redneck Ballistics. Today we are at my new job right now over here in Knoxville, Mississippi. I don't live in Knoxville. I live an hour or so away from Knoxville, but yeah, I'm at my new job. I am officially a logger now, and I'm basically just filming this video so my grandmother can see it, because she's getting something done with her heart. I know she's going to be able to not get out as much or at all for at least a little while. So I'm filming this video to give her a little glimpse of what I do here, which is technically nothing because I'm still in training, but I'll be doing things here and there, you know. So down there we have a creek, and if it was summer, I would go jump in it. I would happily jump in it. Like after work, I would happily jump in that. But right now it is like below 45 degrees. I'm not wearing gloves. I need to put this on my face, but I'm talking right now, and you got to see my face so you know who you're talking to. And that water is below freezing. So yeah, we have a fire barrel right here. For your YouTube reasons, this is a fake fire. It is warm though. It is warm. Or if does YouTube demonetize fire? No. Okay, YouTube, this is a fire to keep us warm, not a fire to do anything else. It's supposed to keep us warm. It's supposed to keep us warm because I am cold right now. There we got Jeremy running the knuckle boom, or if you want to be southern about it, like everybody else here, because we're all rednecks, loader. That's what, so the skidder, which is what my dad runs, the skidder will bring over the logs, and the loader will either cut them or process them they'll process the log if it's cut enough. They'll process it like delimbing it, or taking off some of the bark, or trimming off some very small parts. And if it's a little too long, they'll cut it with what we call a ground saw. But yeah, they put the logs into a pile right over there. By the way, that's the loader. But they put the logs into a pile over there, and when a truck comes down, it'll go around in a little spot back there, and it'll turn around back there, and it'll come right here. And the loader guy will honk the horn to signal them to stop, or use the CV that's in there, and the loader will put the log, and then the guy running the loader will put the logs onto the trailer. And they write them a little thing, whatever it's called, I want to say receipt, but I know it's not a receipt. So I'm gonna just call it a receipt. They'll write them a little receipt and send them on their way. And then we got the skidder. This is the thing that, when the cutter, which I'm gonna explain that in a minute. The skidder is something that brings the logs to the loader to process, cut, and load. Or if there are no trucks, then stack. But the skidder is something that, it's got like this claw on the back. And you pick up the logs and you drag them over. Pick up as many logs as you can without the skidder not wanting to go, or without the skidder breaking. You pick up as many logs without both of those things happening. And the skidder will drag them all the way over to the spot where the loader will pick up all the logs, you know, and process them. This here is the cutter. I'm gonna show you why we call it the cutter. I know it's actually called a cutter, but I'm gonna show you why it's called a cutter. That there is a blade. a saw blade. That's what cuts trees like that down. And these four little things will grab onto the tree as the tree is being cut, so it don't fall on anybody and kill you. Because trust me, that won't ever happen. Everybody here are trained professionals. Do not try any of this stuff at home. I am a trained professional. The loader guy's a trained professional. The skidder guy, aka my dad, is a trained professional. The cutter slash dozer slash boss guy is a professional. We're all professionals. Do not try this at home. And that's a disclaimer. Or disclaimer, that's not a real saw blade. It's for YouTube reasons, I'm gonna say it's not a real saw blade. But of course it kinda is, but it's not a real saw blade for YouTube reasons, you know? Yeah. I want to jump in that creek so bad, but I know I'm going to turn into I'm actually going to turn into a popsicle. But if it was summer, I'd strip down to my underwear and I'd go swimming up and down that creek so fast you won't even have to blink before I'm back. But yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a glimpse of the loader running. So that's the ground saw, that's the processor, that's the loader, or if you want to be city person about it, the knuckle boom. Watch it. He's gonna pick up. I wouldn't say that. Like, they'll bring over a whole tree, but like, he's putting it in the processor right now. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna close some blades down on it, and he's gonna pull it back and forth to process it, you know? And then he's just gonna put it down. Like any loader guy would. Because that's what loader guys do. Man, it is cold. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my face right now. But yeah, right now it is kind of cold. Let's see, let's check out the loader guy. And now he's cleaning his area up. By the way, the ground saw and the blade and the saw on the processor are not real. Again, we are trained professionals at what we do. And do not try this at home. Here comes my dad on the skidder. I don't know if you can see him. Oh yeah, there he is. That's the skidder right there. Here he comes. Got the boss over there on the dozer. And we got the skidder right there. We got the skidder. Look at how many logs he's got on there, though. That's more than some people can count, if you know what I mean. That is crazy, bro. But yeah, my dad is running that thing. It is so crazy. And we got the boss rolling in on the dozer. That is my favorite piece of machinery while logging, but it intimidates me so much. I don't know why. Anyways, that shakes the ground. Shake up the ground. all my religion. I don't know if I sung that right. Oh, I think he hit the cutter. No damage. Yeah, these things are like very durable. These tires, if don't include these parts when I say this. The tire, like this part right here, is, my dad said it's that thick. Again, this is like heavy machinery, and it's controlled by pedals and joysticks. No gamers, this is not a game. This is what trained professionals do. I said that a lot because, again, it's logging. It's dangerous if you don't do it right. So, we got our boss sitting in the dozer right now. He might get in the cutter and we get a little bit of cutter action. But yeah, let's check it out. He's gonna pick up a log. Yeah, there we go. And he's gonna bring it over to the ground saw. If you can see that saw is taller than my dad, and my dad is 6'1", or as tall or a little bit taller than him. Yeah, with the pine trees, he's gonna put multiple trees in the ground saw because the trees aren't that big when they're grown up. Like, yeah, they may be taller than an oak tree, but they're not as wide as an oak tree. You with me? So, one, it's a little easier for the loader guy to pick up, and two, it's easier to process and cut, and three, there's a lot more cutting to do because of how long they are. I think he's about to use the ground saw. Try and see if I can get back up on the loader so I can give y'all guys a POV view, you know, of what the loader does. So I will get back to you guys when that does happen, okay? See you in a little bit. Alright people, looks like you get a little bit of loader action. Do you mind being on camera?
I don't mind, as long as I ain't got my stuff out.
This here's the loader, guys.
My name's Jeremy. I ain't processed much today, but the skidder went down.
Yeah, my dad broke the skidder today. Ain't my dad if he don't break something.
It ain't logging if you don't break something.
Exactly what he said. Yeah, that's the loader guy.
Oh, here he comes with some wood.
Here he comes. Looks like you get a bit of loader POV. There's my dad. Yeah. this one's a little hard to pick up. That's the ground saw, people. Be a little too long too. Yup. Tumbler, y'all. All this is pine trees. We did some oak today. Or maybe one or two. That one went in the road. We swinging it, people. We swinging it. If you can't understand what I'm saying, then I'll put captions. Or I'll at least try to. Look, people, if you're walking on these piles right here, these piles of wood, and you make one wrong step, all of this is going to come down on you. That's why we're trained professionals. professionals because we know how to do this stuff. Oh, we had a runner. Oh, this one's going in the processor. This one's going in the processor. Wasn't going to be able to reach that one, y'all, but I had hope. Oh, we got a bunch of them suckers, man. He got a bunch of them. That's about 5 of them right there, if you can't count, which I know people can count, but I'm just thinking out loud. Now that there is loading or processing. Might hear one glove in it.
Sounds must still be in the dose.
Yeah, I can hear it running, so it probably is. No, that was some loader action. You got 8-9 minutes worth of loading. Or loader. I know the camera doesn't do justice, but that's pretty big of a thing. It is pretty big. And I know the camera doesn't do justice for this, but this whole pile that swings about 3/4 or 2/4 around the that swings around 2/4 of the loader. This is like 20 feet tall at least. Now listen here, I may be exaggerating about that, but I don't know if there's much exaggerating to do when logging, people. It is all pretty good, pretty good. Another truck.
Yep.
There he goes back to the loader. You know, I'm gonna go along too. Give y'all some more loader action. There we go. Got a truck over there. I wonder who it is. This is gonna be one long video, guys. But yeah, they're gonna turn around right here. The truck's gonna come around and then come park right here to let the loader load it. Looks like Big Mike is here. Burnout over there. My camera skills suck, guys. Don't judge me. Here comes the skidder behind us. So basically I'm gonna cut the video right here and I'll see you guys later, because basically it's just setting logs onto the truck. Nothing cool about it. So see you guys later.